Well, of course, September 11th was and what happened was, of course, a very, very serious thing. I believe that it reveals the true colors of Islam. And we thought about what can we do to really show the dangers of what happened that day. And it's not only what happened that day, but actually what Islam does around the world. And we felt burning the Quran would be something of that magnitude.
It is the duty of Muslims to react. When the holy book, the Quran, gets burnt in public, then there's nothing left. If this happens, I think the first reaction that will follow is that wherever Americans are seen, no matter where they are in the world, they will be killed.
We know that that type of activity is being transmitted back to places like Afghanistan, where General Petraeus obviously is our lead commander. As he said, it puts our troops in harm's way, and obviously that any type of activity like that would be that puts our troops in harm's way would be a concern to this administration.
It's going to put the troops at risk, not only American but all ISAF troops. It also puts just Westerners in general at risk, NGOs, aid workers, whoever happens to be in Afghanistan. First of all, in the short term, it causes the possibility of riots and that sort of thing. But also it serves as a recruiting tool for the Taliban, which doesn't help in the long term.
Well, I believe it's Islam's mission to dominate the world, to replace local governments, to replace the Constitution of the United States with Sharia law. I believe that's very obvious that as you look around the world, you see the fruits of Islam. You look at the trouble that England's having, the trouble that Germany's having, Holland. You see dominated countries who are dominated by Islam, even countries like Saudi Arabia. You see there are no individual freedoms and rights.
It's regrettable that a pastor in Gainesville, Florida, with a church of no more than 50 people, can make this outrageous and distressful, disgraceful plan and get, the world's attention. But that's the world we live in right now. I mean, it doesn't in any way represent America or Americans. So we are hoping that the pastor decides not to do this. We're hoping against hope that if he does, it won't be covered. As an act of patriotism. But I think that it's unfortunate. I mean, it's not who we are.
She went to Nowshera and basically saw the various aspects.
Of course not. Of course not. I have hardly the words to that somebody would do that to somebody's religious book.
The written Quran is not just a collection of words to them. It's not just a book. The actual physical book is for lack of a better phrase, a holy object, and that desecration is just not something they can understand.
The holy book, the Quran, guarantees protection, and being Muslims, we also defend the Quran. If this burning happens, there's going to be chaos in Afghanistan. If we don't defend the Quran, then what else can we do?
If the Americans do this, we won't be able to control our people.
Well, we believe it is our constitutional right to stand up and say our opinion. Of course, it is a radical thing to do, but we believe that the times, and we believe that Islam and the Quran is that dangerous of a religion, that drastic means are necessary.